Well, welcome. This is a brief illustration of just the beginning charts of a longer video which will follow. This shows a magnificent interview. It lays it out that Magenta Pixie did with Pam Gregory on June 12th, 2023 for our solstice this summer. And Magenta let us know through her guides all this information and perhaps from her as well. They let us know that at 3:33 at Greenwich in England, that is the most potent time for this solstice energy for us to receive light downloads. And she mentioned there will be an astrological pattern. We have on the inside divine blissful septiles. Making a pentagram out of the light blue, and then there's a second pentagram and pentagon out of quintiles that's more expansive. And what's amazing is that you make this out of, see how exact it is? Out of Big Ben, the timepiece there in London, nearby Greenwich, and Archangel Michael. So this is a reference to the ley lines, more specifically to the divine ley lines called that there's a Michael's sword that runs from Israel to Ireland, and you don't have to be there to use this energy. You can simply gaze at this chart, even if you don't know about astrology. This is more or less a QR code for your soul. What's extraordinary, if we add the math in, is that the sun is at the multidimensional 29th degree, along with Aten, the sun disk from ancient Egypt, as well as Atlantis. And Magenta let us know that this is one of the most potent portals on the solstice that we have had on Earth since Atlantis. Now, Atlantis was followed by the Egyptian period for the more spiritual tendencies among us. And so we have Egypt here, as well as several of the sun loving pharaohs from that time. What this is made up of, here's the pentagram and pentagon of septiles. Here's a bidirectional elevator. Quintiles, these yellow lines, divide a chart into fifths, and they are brilliant alchemical energy. Here's that magnificent pentagon and pentagram, and it's got that elevator up to the sun. And then also you can switch out Big Ben and put in Cloud Gate. Cloud Gate is an angelic portal in the sky. And what's interesting, because Pam was able to identify how the north and south node, here's the south node, here's the north node of the moon, both the nodes are important in this chart. And Iris, the rainbow goddess, is here exact, meaning less than 1 degree from the south node in Scorpio. It's also exact with the largest known structure in the universe, Shapley supercluster. And that is the largest divine locale that there is emitting fresh light data through its white hole. It's massive. And many of the light workers and star seeds receive downloads from there. So, because it's going to be featured, as you'll see in just a moment, that it's going to expand on out. I have the rainbow goddess here because the rainbow light body is often what the Buddhists term the soul rising out of the body. And indeed, as you'll see in the longer video, you'll see some examples of that, especially with coronal mass ejections, which also featured in Magenta's interview. But here we can expand this out with everything else that's possible in harmonic coherence. Everything is mirrored exactly on this dividing line. And so all the pockets here, the toolkit in the superhuman suit that Magenta described. And you can activate it. And then at the moment of the solstice, which is just half an hour later, less than, you can then float back down, should you wish, in this diamond kite and enjoy your ride. Happy solstice, happy new earth. Lots of love. Bye-bye.